Friday. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing. Topping our newscast, a new chapter begins for the innovative group of companies and their customers. On Friday, a change of ownership that company executives have been working on for some time finally happened. We have some details on the new owners, and according to them, the sale is a good thing for innovative clients. News 2's April Knight has details.
The innovative companies have a new owner. On Friday, Atlantic Telenetwork, or ATN International, closed its acquisition of the innovative group. ATN, which is based in Massachusetts, provides telecommunication services to rural, niche, and underserved markets in the United States and the Caribbean. ATN CEO Michael Pryor says this is an exciting new chapter for innovative and for residents of the Virgin Islands. Now, the sale was finalized on Friday, but this has been in the works for the past several months, with a lot of effort put into making sure that the transition to the new owners, Atlantic Telenetwork, results in better service for innovative customers. According to ATN, its acquisition of Innovative has met all regulatory approvals back in October 2015. ATN also owns the Choice brand, and according to ATN officials, Innovative operations will be combined with the retail wireless business operating under the Choice name. ATN executives say under the new ownership, Innovative will be able to make significant investments in its network. That means affordable prices, leading-edge technology, and attractive packages for its customers. Innovative is the parent company of TV2. Reporting for News 2, I'm April Knight.
Innovative was previously operated by the National Rural Utilities Cooperative Finance Corporation, or CFC, which also made significant investments in the company. And according to ATN, they will build on what CFC has done for Innovative. Count on 2 to keep you updated. Interim Executive Director of the Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority, Julia A. Reimer Sr., said Thursday that a small self-contained fire occurred around midday in the generator accessory compartment of Unit 20 during its startup. The fire at the Estate Richmond Power Plant was quickly extinguished by the plant personnel without incident and resulted in only minor damage to the transformer on the unit. He added that no injuries were reported as a result of the incident, and electrical service to WAPA's customers was not affected. An evacuation of the power plant was ordered. The Virgin Islands Fire Services was immediately notified and came on site to investigate. Reimer commended plant personnel for their quick response. Meanwhile, in an emergency meeting Thursday, members of the governing board of WAPA authorized the authority's electric and water systems to operate at fiscal year 2016 budget levels as the new fiscal year begins. This will allow the authority additional time, they say, as the new fiscal year begins July 1st, to complete a comprehensive review of its 2017 budget. Board Vice Chair Juanita Young, who chairs the board's Finance Committee, noted that the approved resolution puts a budget in place until the 2017 budget is approved. Well, it seems we're one step closer to a resolution on who's actually going to represent the VI GOP at the Republican National Convention in July. On Thursday, in a scathing report that likened the VI Republican politics to a soap opera, a national committee ruled on which delegates actually represent the VI GOP. News 2's April Knight has that story.
A National Republican Party committee dealt a blow to VI GOP State Chairman John Canegata on Thursday. In a report, the Contests Committee ruled in favor of John Yob and the rest of the GOP delegates originally elected on March 10th. The elected delegates were disqualified by Canegata for failing to respond within the required time that they're accepting the positions. The Contests Committee stated Thursday that Yob and the other delegates were wrongly disqualified and that they're the undisputed delegates to the Republican National Convention. The committee's ruling was not unexpected for John Yob.
I was not at all surprised by the result because any clear reading of the rules says that we were correct and that we should be the properly seated delegates. It was yet another attempt by Canagata to essentially commit fraud.
But Canagata seems unfazed by the decision. He quickly responded, saying the committee was deciding based on the assumption that John Yob, his wife Erica, and their friend Lindsay Alon were eligible in the first place. The committee, he said, has not yet ruled on that aspect of the dispute.
They clearly just missed some key facts. They listened to one side and came back with this result. But the Yabs and Eliams, at their own admission before the court case of the Board of Elections, stated, they were not eligible to vote until March 27th, and our caucus is on the 10th.
The battle is not over for Canagata, who says they're going to appeal the decision. In the meantime, he said his delegates are already preparing to go to the convention.
We are prepared. We have hotel rooms and our tickets are bought, and we're moving forward as normal. And we'll see what the final result is. Ultimately, we're hoping for a result that comes out in our favor.
Reporting for News 2, I'm April Knight.
As we mentioned earlier this week, the unification of the two district boards of elections was discussed, and if approved by the governor, the territory will no longer have two boards with a joint board, but a single body that they hope will make unified decisions. Senator Kenneth Gittens, who's the chairman of the Committee on Rules and Judiciary, said he was appreciative of his colleagues who supported legislation that he brought forward. The measures were approved with 10 out of 15 of his colleagues supporting the bill with their affirmative vote. Additionally, Senator Gittens also expressed thanks to his colleagues who supported Bill number 31-0367. The bill unifies the boards into one 14-member board. Also, the Committee on Finance, chaired by Senator Clifford Graham, held a measure to appropriate $100,000 to address the critical needs of the senior citizens residing at the Queen Louise home for the aged. Thursday evening, Bill number 31-0377 appropriates the $100,000 from the Casino Revenue Fund to the Department of Human Services to assist those residents. Though Senator Graham explained that a new funding source would need to be identified, the chairman added that the committee would work to have the measure approved in committee before the next legislative session. The funds will aid in the repairs to the existing structures on the exterior and interior of the building. Senator Tregenza Roach says he is pleased to have had the support of his colleagues. Meanwhile, at the June 29th session, the first bill will require registration of firearms at the port of entry and makes a felony the act of leaving a port of entry without completing such registration. Under the terms, VIPA must designate a location at each port for use by the police commissioner where such registration can be made. The second measure allows the valedictorian and salutatorian graduating from the continuing education programs to receive the scholarships now available only to those graduating from a secondary high school. This measure will support our adult graduates to pursue higher education, he said. Senator Jeanette Millen-Young says preventing violence is a major government priority. She is hailing the passage of her bill to create a crime and public health study as timely. Bill number 31-0005 was unanimously approved by the body during legislative session on June 29th. That bill recognizes violence as a public health problem. Public health professionals can now identify the problems that lead to violence and risk factors. Guided by the recent increase in homicides in the territory, particularly on St. Thomas, Senator Millen-Young said preventing violence must be a major government priority. Former Senator Wayne James has been arrested in Italy. According to the Italian newspaper Gazzetta de Modena, Wayne was taken into custody and will be facing U.S. charges of wire fraud, forgery, and embezzlement. Wayne was known for his frequent trips to Italy when he was a senator between 2009 and 2011 and spending up to $90,000 in taxpayer money on his trip. The trips were ostensibly to conduct research on the 1878 fire burn. We will keep you updated on this story. Representatives from the U.S. Department of Commerce have spent 2 days in the territory meeting with Governor Mapp, doing some site tours and meeting with local and federal government officials. Activities at Government House were held on St. Thomas. It culminated with a roundtable discussion led by Director Bernadette Melendez, Bureau of Economic Research, Assistant Secretary Jay Williams, of the U.S. Department of Commerce, and Alma Plummer, Economic Development Administration representatives for the USVI Virgin Islands Commissioner of Labor, Catherine Hendry Esquire. They discussed the need for technical training to begin early in VI schools. Governor Mapp also shared his goals for continuing to identify federal funds to help manage the challenges and to develop and complete capital projects. We'll turn our attention overseas. ISIS has claimed responsibility for a deadly attack at a cafe in Dhaka, which is the capital of Bangladesh. Foreigners being held hostage in an ongoing shooting and hostage situation at the cafe in Gulshan, a neighborhood popular with foreigners. Authorities did not immediately provide the nationalities or numbers of hostages. 2 police officers have been killed and dozens injured. According to police, no hostage deaths have been confirmed. U.S. State Department spokesman John Kirby could not confirm that ISIS was responsible. Attorney General Loretta Lynch today addressed the criticism she's received this week from Republicans and Democrats alike for a private meeting she had with former President Bill Clinton on Monday. Diane Gallagher breaks down the controversy in this report from Washington, D.C.
Was it just a cozy chit-chat or a conflict of interest?
What on earth were you thinking?
Certainly my meeting with him raises questions and concerns, and so, believe me, I completely get that question.
Attorney General Loretta Lynch admits that she did spend about half an hour talking with former President Bill Clinton when he walked onto her plane on a Phoenix airport tarmac Monday, but claims the conversation was social, grandchildren and golf, and never touched on her department's investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server.
He spoke to me, spoke to my husband, for some time on the plane, and then we moved on.
Still, Republicans like Donald Trump and even some Democrats have been critical of the situation.
I don't think he was thinking, and I think that the Attorney General made a mistake as well.
And at the Aspen Ideas Festival, Lynch said she understands.
And I certainly wouldn't do it again. Because I think it has cast this shadow over what it should not, over what it will not touch.
Now, Lynch confirming today that while she is not recusing herself from the Clinton case, she will not be the decider. She will accept the recommendations of her team of prosecutors.
So I had already determined that that would be the process.
Well, Lynch says the private plane exchange with Bill Clinton did not change her role in the case. It did prompt her to explain it to the public.
It's important to make it clear that that meeting with President Clinton does not have a bearing on how this matter is going to be reviewed, resolved, and accepted by me.
In Washington, Diane Gallagher.
Keeping our eye on the economy, federal officials are warning more than 300,000 Honda and Acura owners to stop driving their cars immediately. The cars have faulty Takata airbags in them and need to be replaced. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said new tests show these airbags have a much higher risk of exploding and killing a driver or passenger. There have been 10 U.S. deaths tied to exploding Takata airbags. The NHTSA are focused on these cars: Honda Civic 2001 to 2002, Honda Accord 2001-2002, Acura TL 2002-2003, Honda CR-V 2002, Honda Odyssey 2002, Acura CL 2003, and Honda Pilot 2003. Officials say it is critical that the owners of these vehicles do not drive the cars until they are fixed. The NHTSA says Honda has the replacement parts to fix all of the high-risk cars covered by this alert. Here's a look at the stock market watch at the New York Stock Exchange. As you can see, everything up, the Dow 19, NASDAQ also 19, and then we have S&P 500 4. Coming up on NEWS2, St. John Festival music lineup is looking good. We caught up with local artist Rudy, who returns home and ready to perform at Varlaville. That's coming up. Festival fun continues. Welcome back. Local VI soca artist Rudy is back home and ready to perform at Varlaville in Love City. The artist stopped by to update us on what she's been up to.
Well, I was flown in by the Carnival Committee of St. John, and I will be performing this Saturday, July 2nd, alongside Destra, Nadia Batson, Express Band, and Patrice Roberts. What to expect on July 2nd is going to be a dynamic show. I haven't performed on Island, I think, for a year right now. It's very easy to find Rudy Live. All you have to do is type RUDYLIVE on Instagram, Facebook. I also have a website, www.rudylive.com, where you can get all my music from beginning to now. If it's VI, I come in, Bermuda, I come in, Crapova, I come in to you. This is your Rudy Live. Make sure you come out tomorrow and witness me live on stage, me and my band, proud ambassador of VI.
Welcome back home, Rudy. Looking for some more music like that? Well, we look forward to her performance. Meanwhile, let's see who will be performing tonight at Varlockville, St. John Festival Village. Tonight, we will hear from Spectrum, Fada Fox, and Shy Marshall, Kerwin Dubois, and Rock City. Then on Saturday, Express, and there we got Rudy, Nadia Basson, Patrice Roberts, and Destra from Trinidad. Sunday, our wee band, Triple K, Benji and Sherwin Winchester of Trinidad. And then finally, Monday, July 4th, CMK, Cool Sessions of St. John, Hyper Sounds, and Crossfire of Barbados. And coming up on the festival fun schedule, let's take a look at that. On Sunday, July 3rd, 1 p.m., we have the horse races. They're on tap at the Clinton E. Phipps Racetrack. And Sunday, July 3rd, also at 1 p.m., Emancipation Day program at the Powell Park. Also, 12 p.m., there's the festival poker run in Cruz Bay. Looking over to Monday, July 4th, that's the big day. 4 a.m., bright and early, Juve. And then 11 a.m., we have the festival parade. 9 p.m., many stick around for the fireworks display in the harbor. There will be some live video stream broadcasts presented by Innovative, the USVI Department of Tourism, and FETtelevision.com. The broadcast is executed by MDM Inc. and BestIslandFet.net. Simply visit right there, www.livestream.mdm/VI or www.fettelevision.com. Now, broadcast is available on smartphones, tablets, laptops, computers, all advanced platforms. Well, on Thursday, we reported on the shortage of car barges between St. Thomas and St. John for those heading over. Today, the U.S. Coast Guard told NEWS2 that the Captain Vic is still cleared for service throughout the 4th of July weekend. The Captain Vic was grounded on Wednesday after a scheduled inspection where it was discovered that the boat ramp cannot safely hold larger vehicles. This left one only barge, the Island Vic, running on Wednesday. The Captain Vic's ramp is still a problem and it's operating under restrictions. According to the Coast Guard, they'll be doing another inspection of the Captain Vic on Tuesday of next week. Quick note to our viewers, there will be a change in programming next week due to the 4th of July recognition. NEWS2 will be preempted on Monday, July 4th by a programming special. Be sure to tune in on Tuesday, July 5th for our regular scheduled programming. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, CBSTV2VI.com for all the latest. Summer camp time. Here is an opportunity for students to learn about coral, fish, and marine biology during a Coral Conservation Corps summer camp for ages 13 to 16. The first session begins July 11th to 12th. The camp runs Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Nature Conservancy in Little Princess. The daily schedules include lab and field trips, lectures, kayaking, hiking, and more. You can call the St. Croix Environmental Association at 340-773-1989 for more information. A conference is coming up that can be very helpful to parents, entitled Awakening the Fighter in You, Warring for Your Offspring. That's on Sunday, July 3rd to Tuesday, July 5th. The guest speaker is well-known Pastor Emily Edgehill of the Frenchtown Evangelistic Assembly. Some of the topics in this conference include warring for your children and an interactive session on coping with your children at every stage. Again, that's Sunday, July 3rd to July 5th at the Frenchtown Evangelistic Assembly, presented by King's Daughters. Last weekend, the American Cancer Society, USVI, St. Thomas, they held their 15th annual Relay for Life event on Saturday, June 25th, to Sunday, June 26. Many were in attendance, as you can see there. It was a start time of 4 p.m. at the Charlotte Amalie High School track. Cancer survivors, caregivers, volunteers, and community gathered to celebrate those who have fought against cancer and remember loved ones lost, while honoring and encouraging those who are still fighting. The touching luminary ceremony was held. Candles were lit in remembrance of those who have lost their battle with cancer and in honor of survivors. Now, throughout the evening and into the following day, participants enjoyed entertainment, games, music, great food, camaraderie, and tons of fun. And tune in as soon as we get the information on funds raised. We will share that with you. Stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.
Everyone. Now we do have a tropical wave rolling through the Caribbean that will bring an enhancement in moisture across the islands as we wrap up the work week. You'll already notice here across parts of Puerto Rico a decent band of showers and thunderstorms. Not a whole lot of activity across the Virgin Islands, though we still do have the chance for an increase in showers and storms as this tropical wave continues to press on through. You can see the moisture from this wave impacting the Caribbean on our satellite. All of these clouds associated with these systems continuing to track from east to west. So as we head into tonight, we still do run the risk for a thunderstorm in spots. Keep an eye to the sky if you're heading out and about to enjoy your Friday night plans. Your low temperature falling back to 81 degrees. For St. John tomorrow, we could still catch a shower or two, mix of clouds and sunshine as we officially kick off the long weekend with your daytime high near 90 degrees. Also climbing to the 90s in St. Thomas, a shower or two possible for the day tomorrow. Similar conditions in St. Croix. Can't rule out a shower or two, otherwise partial sunshine with highs near 90. If you're heading out to the water, here's a look at your marine forecast for the Atlantic side. Waves between 3 and 5 feet. Winds picking up a bit out of the east. We'll see them pick up between 15 and 20 knots. Similar conditions on the Caribbean side. Easterly winds a bit gusty between 15 and 20 knots with waves between 3 and 5 feet. Here's a look at the week ahead in your extended forecast for your Sunday. We'll dry things out. Mostly sunny skies return. High temperature near 90 degrees. Mostly sunny, and much of Monday should be dry as well. Can't rule out a stray shower or two with your daytime high near 90. Bit of an increase in showers for your Tuesday, and then a shower in places as we look ahead to Wednesday. Daytime highs across the board right around 90 degrees. Sandy, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks for that. It is time for our weather picture there by Jarrell Berkeley, 8 years of age, representing Calvary Christian Academy, including some sunshine. Nice summer picture there with some sprinkles to cool things off. Nice colorful shot there. Jarrell, have a wonderful weekend. We know we're enjoying the summer already. Send us your News 2 weather picture to News 2 Innovative Business Center, 4611 Tutu Park Street 300, St. Thomas VI 00802. That is all for this edition of News 2. We'd like to thank you for joining us for all the latest in news, weather, and sports. I'm Sandra Guman saying have a great holiday weekend. We will see you on Tuesday.